Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be going over a new lens that I recently purchased, and that is the RF 50mm f1.8 by Canon. So RF is the new mount for the mirrorless cameras. I have two ARC6s, and I've been adapting lenses with the EF to RF adapters. But I've been really wanting a everyday carry lens, something that's not super heavy or too big, and the 50mm is perfect for that. It's really small, just like the EF ones, and I feel like 50mm is a good focal length for everyday shooting, just walking around. And so I think having a 50mm, something that's small, that keeps the camera package decently non-intrusive, will be nice to have. So here's the 50. It's a really small lens, super light compared to my 24 that I usually carry. It also has the control ring on the lens, so you can adjust that in the camera settings. And I think you can, I haven't really jumped into it, but I'm pretty sure you can set it for ISO, f-stop, not sure if you can do shutter speed. I've really got to dive into that. But some pros with a early review of this lens. So I really like that the minimum focus distance is under a foot. That allows you to get pretty close to your subject if you want to really get that separation of the background from your subject. F1.8, it is going to be good in low light situations. It's going to be fast. Another pro I feel like is the autofocus is pretty quick and it's quiet. For a lens that's under 200 bucks pro, sometimes you'll find that cheaper lenses will be really loud or really slow on the autofocus, but this lens is very quiet for the price point, and the autofocus is very snappy and quick, which is really nice because I'm going to be using this for photo and video. And when you're recording video and you have a microphone on your camera, you can sometimes pick up that microphone or the autofocus sound of it trying to find focus and stuff. So with it being decently quiet, that's going to be really nice and easy to remove in post if I need to. So the best part about this lens is not having to use the EF to RF adapter. So when I put it onto a Canon R6, it's going to keep the package really small and light. So when I have it on a sling or in a bag, a small bag with me, it's not going to be super heavy and just kind of be a nuisance if I'm not using it at that time. Also, being able to have a fixed focal length, you're not worried about zooming in and zooming out. So it's going to be super sharp. Prime lenses are typically sharper than zoom lenses. And so I think that's why I kind of pull to prime lenses for most of my work. I do have a 70-200, but other than that, all my lenses are prime. And I just feel like prime lenses are just really good to have. It forces you to move to get the shot that you need, which will typically probably end up in a better photo, in my opinion, I guess you could say. So another pro of this lens would be the bokeh. The bokeh is very nice for a 50mm lens, and what I really found is that even at 1.8 on the f-stop, it's very sharp all around throughout the whole image, which came in handy for a recent trip when I was just kind of walking along and taking the photos without really stopping. I just cranked that shutter speed up, had a f1.8, keep the ISO low, and the images came out really sharp, and I was really surprised by that, because sometimes with a cheaper lens, you'll find that it can be soft at times at the f1.8 or f2, whatever the lens is, whatever it is wide open. Sometimes you'll find that it's going to be kind of soft in some areas. So I found out that this lens was very sharp all the way throughout the image. It might get a little soft on the edges, but other than that, it's a very sharp lens. So for cons, I don't have any at this time. I've literally used the lens twice. I'm going to have a more in-depth photo test or video test coming out soon once I get some time to go out and shoot with it. But for now, you guys have seen some photos and some video clips as I've been talking here. I find it being a very good lens, and for the price point, you really can't complain. For under 200 bucks to get a brand new RF mount lens, I feel like it's a great starter lens if you're jumping into the mirrorless side of things with Canon. So with that said, I appreciate it if you guys would like and subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. And until next time, have a good one.